Happy day, everyone. I am a Pacific Islander of Chamorro descent, and as a student of management, I've always wanted to share my notion of what leadership is from an Islander perspective, specifically from a Chamorro perspective. I've always told students about the importance of maintaining a strategic toolbox that consists of all of these competencies, knowledge, and abilities that are going to help you do well in any organizational setting. So to start off with, we think about this notion of integrity, accountability from the standpoint of a leader. And I go back to when I was growing up, I always heard in different settings in the village, in my home, my mother saying, "Adahi sati maimagut sijus." Watch out because God's not sleeping. And that adage was passed on because she wanted to make sure that we behaved wherever we were. And so when you pull that into an organizational setting, you think about this notion of someone's watching, okay? You're managing resources, you're managing people, you're dealing with stakeholders, someone's watching all the time. And so another cultural value that's important is this notion of inadahi. And so inadahi means to take care of, something that guides our moral compass when we deal with others. That sense of purpose, that sense of mission in an organization, inadahi, that culture of care that we expect in any organization. But let's take a look at the players within that particular organization. These individuals we consider members of our team. In the Chamorro culture, this notion of chetlu means brother. It also means sister. Guam historian Dr. Anita wrote, in the matrilineal system, brothers and sisters strongly supported each other to take care of the family property, to ensure that they took care of the children, to ensure that they brought in assets to take care of the family household. The brother-sister relationship was such where it was considered very important. It was a permanent structure and it was highly reliable. And I love that about Dr. Hattori's definition of chetlu. So when you think about the organization, the cultural term inatgofli'i comes to mind. Inatgofli'i means to watch out for. Technically, it means brotherly love. So when you think about the term chetlu, you think about members in your organization, members of your team, this notion of collegiality, this notion of esprit de corps kicks in. And I love that. I love that because when you allow folks to know that they are equally part of an organization, that they are well cared for, this notion of diversity, equity, and inclusion comes to mind. And when folks feel like they're included in any setting, then it makes them feel good. So it is motivating. And that's what I love about this particular term with regard to leadership. Another term that resonates with me is that of menesgun. Menesgun means endurance. Menesgun means forbearance. To basically withstand the test of time. When challenges come, a threat comes across our organization, we need to buckle down and we need to posture ourselves to endure, to persevere. And that's what I love about that term as well. So we bring it all together, and a very common cultural term in Chamorro that you'll hear in Guam among Chamorros even across the globe is inakbat malik, to make good. It is a way that we view situations in our lives, the way that we deal problems, the way that we deal challenges. And what that prompts us to do is find a way to make things whole, find a way to keep things balanced, find a way to keep things in harmony. So, Inatha Malik, taking into consideration all the other terms that I've just shared, I want to close with this thought. Nihi tatsokwi mona para iminalik todos. Let's move together in the same direction and work towards collective good. Sujus Mas.